Hello, 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 Paralounge and Paralounge lovers. We are here with this amazing person. I can tell he's just sitting there making some kind of staff. Oh,
that's my fire sword.
a fire staff.
Yeah.
By Jove, I saw you at the last Paralounge spanking people with a fire stick. Was that you?
And it was this one.
That one. Still got the marks on there of people's bottoms.
It needs new grips. So.
Okay. Who am I talking with?
My name's Richard.
Richard, nice to meet you, Richard. I'm Will.
Nice to meet you, Will.
And we're having an interview. Hey, what's happening, John? I'm doing an interview with Richard here about fire staff and fire spinning. You're a professional at this sort of thing. Yeah. You know fire.
You're label myself.
You're Aries. Are you an Aries?
Me? No, I'm a Libra.
Libra. Oh, okay. The person next door's a Libra.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. From Spirit Rising, he's a Libra too. So, got something in common. You got some music going here. What music are you playing?
I don't know. Alan Watts?
Sounds very peaceful.
What is it? Alan Watts Chill Step.
Oh, Chill Step.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got some like quotations from Alan Watts. While the music's going.
Yeah. It's God, it's full of it. Some of them have like little stories. It's quite good. Like his little Alan Watts parables, you know.
Indeed.
Gotta have it just right.
Could you describe exactly what you're doing there?
So I'm over gripping with ohm grip or my old grip. And so to over grip correctly, you need to set it on like a 45-degree angle so that it will spiral up. So you create that spiral so you don't have to do like individual little ribbons. And so if you spiral it in one direction, of course, then its flow or its movement, you know, when I go and spin it, it will stay in the right guidance, I would say. It'll stay in the path it needs to stay in. And so you have to make sure that all your lips are tight and tucked in, otherwise they'll fold over and break off, and then you'll have product damage.
It's the peaks that count. Take a buzzsaw.
It's like doing a tennis racket.
What seems important to us is the tips of the teeth. They seem to do
There's Alan.
Not the barriers
Giving some philosophy.
But do you see, you couldn't have...
Would you describe yourself as a philosopher?
No.
How would you describe yourself?
Nothing.
Without both...
You're nothing?
Nothing.
And V-shaped value.
And where do you actually live?
Where do I live? I live in Summerfield.
Summerfield, Massachusetts?
Florida. I live right by the big villages thingy. The elderly people's retirement city.
Near Orlando?
Hour west of Orlando. Do you know where Ocala is?
Yeah.
About 30 minutes south of Ocala.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That is. And you have all these fire spinning instruments.
Yeah.
Could you describe one for me?
Right now I'm working on my long sword. It's a 6-foot sword.
And this gets to burn from 3 foot up.
Yep. Everything there, that's all gets soaked with it gets soaked with white gas or kerosene or paraffin and then lit ablaze. And then I have a shorter sword, which I do 2s in pairs. Those are my 4.5 foot double swords. And then all the buddies with all the projectile thingies coming out of it, those are dragon staves.
Dragon staff.
And dragon staves are made for
rolling.
Yeah. I roll swords as well, but that's, you know, the doorway.
Swords is more for spinning and like a...
Well, not necessarily. It's just what most people have
spanking people's
used them
bottoms.
For. Yes, spanking as many bottoms as one may spank that is the only fucking reason. It's the spank ass.
This is your spanking hat right here.
Right.
That's your spanking hat.
Spanking hat.
Oh my goodness.
Buffalo.
And it's got some emblems on there. Can you describe where you got these emblems?
No, because it's too cheesy.
Valley Point Valley.
It's
A metalsmith.
It's a Stetson hat. American Buffalo Collection.
Good and down is bad.
Quality hat. I would definitely suggest that hat. It's seen
You
a
look
lot
good
of
in that
fire.
hat. Did you see your videos from the last Paralounge? Did you see some of them? The ones that I shot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
Orlando
was you.
Sanchez.
I forgot. That was you that shot him. Wonderful.
Yeah, those were good videos.
Tonight.
I caught you
Yeah, we're doing it
spanking,
tonight.
actually.
That's awesome.
Have you got some didgeridoos up there too, right?
Oh, a few.
Do you make those?
Just a few. Yeah. I find
We pay plenty of attention.
I only take dead wood.
That's what
So I find anything like on this. I often find it like on the side of the road, and I'll just be like I'm pulled over on the middle of the highway, like stealing wood.
Oh, wow.
It's funny. Oh yeah.
So what's the process of making a didgeridoo when you pull a piece of
Well,
wood from
in
the side
these,
of the
in
road?
my case, not one of them's a straight piece of wood. So I couldn't like bore it out or anything of that manner. So I open them up, I cut them in half.
Oh, you cut them in half all the way
I
down?
cut them all. I split them right down the middle.
How'd you do that?
A very fine blade, and then it just slowly goes down to
A bandsaw, you mean?
mean? No, because most of them wouldn't fit in a bandsaw. Because bandsaws have a limited size.
So you mean like a metal blade for metal?
Yeah. Like reciprocating saws and that kind of stuff. Oh, yeah. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous, but it's quite a bit of fun. So then I do that, and then I use a grinder chainsaw, like a chainsaw blade on a grinder, and I shave the insides down to about a 3/16 wall thickness. And so it's just at the level of vibration, so that when I blow on it, I can feel the walls are thin enough so they'll vibrate. And so when you play it, you can feel the entire thing vibrating instead of... Because that was the problem I didn't care for about eucalyptus ones, is that their walls are too thick. They're commonly like a half-inch thick. And so I didn't feel connected to my didgeridoo because the walls were so thick that I couldn't feel it vibrate up. I could hear it on the end, but I couldn't feel it. And so I had to have a thinner wall that wasn't like PVC or plastic or
we know
chemicals.
that
And so then I
every
just
piece is
started
followed
hollowing
by
wood down to the really
valley
thin, and then it
follows
vibrates.
down.
So then you can feel the whole thing vibrate, and it vibrates when you're playing it, and you can hear it, and you can play it, and the entire thing's an energy.
Because we're not
Could you give me a demonstration, do you think?
They represent to us
yeah, of course.
strange and
I'll
threatening
pick one out
unknown.
for you.
Sure, grab one.
Maybe we
So we're going to pick one of Michael's. Michael, isn't it?
Me? Richard.
Richard, I'm sorry. Richard's one of Richard's homemade didgeridoos.
Different lifetime was Michael.
Pick one here. How about this blue one here? Look at this amazing piece of wood.
will overcome something.
What is that one made of?
Wouldn't
That
be
is
awful?
a...
So we resist.
So Richard's going to
Crepe myrtle.
demonstrate this crepe myrtle
That's a great myrtle.
didgeridoo, which you can't even see the seam where you cut it. Oh yeah, you can a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Nothing.
then you glue it together with epoxy, is it?
No, not for the glue. I do epoxies. I do like three to four coats of epoxy on the interior and the exterior of it. So that makes it like impervious to anything. Like no moisture can get into it. You can't. The only thing that can happen is that they can age and it'll crack a bit, but then you just fix it. So that's why I typically let each piece of wood sit like 3 to 4 years, so I can usually get rid of.
Wow.
Yeah, it sucks. And that's a benefit of picking dead wood. Stuff that's already fallen is that it's already been in the process. So if you're lucky, you can measure the wood, and be like, oh, it's already dry. So I can knock on it and I can hear the vibration of it when I knock on it, and I can tell how dry it is. It has a proper echo when it's actually dry.
Oh, the sound
when
of
it's
the wood.
greener, it'll have a denser thud, and it won't allow for the vibration to pop through.
Now, when you begin to play a didgeridoo, what are your preparations? Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
You just breathe. You're a good breather anyway, right?
Thanks to didgeridoo.
And I can tell from your voice. You
Oh,
got very
didgeridoo
resonant
makes you breathe. It's the worst.
All right, here we go.
So to start, I usually do breathe out though, and I get my breath about me, and then clear my head and lose focus, tune in and tune out kind of thing, and tune out to tune in, right?
Awesome.
I gotta always, to get your breathing in, it's like you have to work into it, so you have to like prep up for like an hour. So that part, yes, to get your circular breathing.
You didn't do your yoga
really
this morning,
popping.
Richard.
Not my breathing yoga.
Okay.
That was my physical yoga for my tabla.
Oh, okay. So that would be another topic for another interview, perhaps. But thanks
Definitely.
very much for a really cool interview from a Nordic God. You got the blonde hair and blue eyes to go with it. So thank you. Do you mind if I get your picture?
Sure.
Okay, well, we're going to put this up on DJ Prophet Interview on the YouTube channel. Look for it there. Any final comments?
Be happy.
Be happy. Like it. I hope to get to meet your fire spinners when they...
Well, there's only a few this weekend.
Okay. Maybe you should show me something with a sword, eh?
Tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, interview me while I'm doing fire tonight.
Okay.
After the fire.
Perfect.